This is the first episode in a series where I'm going to teach you how to use R from absolute beginner, zero coding experience, all the way up to some simple machine learning stuff. Of course, in there, we're going to cover some stats, some data visualization, basically everything that you would need to get started as a data analyst. That's the goal here. I don't have a degree in computer science. I got my master's in physics, and that is where I learned how to code and use R. I had no prior coding experience, nothing. I've been working as a data analyst and data scientist for like 10 years. So I'm going to try and streamline the whole process, show you how to even install R, RStudio, and get you on the right track and try to avoid any common pitfalls. Obviously, the first thing that we need to do here is install R and RStudio. R is the programming language. RStudio is the IDE that we're going to use. And IDE just stands for Integrated Development Environment. And you can just think of it as that's where we're going to write our code. It's basically our text editor. So all I'm going to do here is search for RStudio. And what you want to do is click on the one by Posit. Posit is the company that owns RStudio, or is in charge of development of it at least. So we click this link, and right away we see here download RStudio, which is perfect. That is what we're looking for. That'll take us to another page where it first tells us to download and install R. So okay, let's click on that. My operating system is Windows, but you can also download it for Mac or Linux if that's what you're using. So I click on download for Windows, and now we go to another page where you want to click on install R for the first time. And then finally, all you have to do is click this download R for Windows button. It'll save as an executable. Now go to wherever that's saved and double click it. Go through all the basic setup, let it save to wherever it wants to, or you can change the directory, just keep track of where it is. So step 1 is complete. We just installed R. We're all set there. Step 2 is to install RStudio. Let's click this button and save that wherever you want. And again, it's going to give you some setup steps. You can save it wherever you want. Just make sure you keep track of where it's saved. When that's done, all you have to do is hit finish. And now if you open RStudio, you should have something that looks like this. Now, I don't really like the color scheme of this where it's just like plain black and white. So if I'm going to go to Tools, Global Options, and Appearance, and I always change mine to Cobalt because I don't know, I just like it better. It just looks better. And that's it. Now I have another color scheme. So what you should start on here is the console tab by default. And this is where I can write simple commands and execute them one at a time. So for example, the really common one is just to print hello world. So if I write print here and then hello world, and all I do have to do here is hit enter, it prints hello world. Right? Print is just going to basically print out whatever text I put in the quotes here. You can also do math. So let's just say I want to do 2 plus 2. I run that. It gives me 4. You can do multiplication. We can do anything. We can do all the math operators. It doesn't matter. Now, this is great, but what if I don't want to write these out every time I want to do something? Like I'm going to do something repetitive. I don't want to type it out every time. Come up here to the top left corner, click on this little plus thing here. Click a new R script. So the console slides down in the bottom left here. And now we have a script editor here. So we'll do the same thing. Let's write print and we'll go hello world again. Now you can either click this little run button to run your entire script, or if I just highlight the line that I'm on. So if my cursor is on line 1, and now if I just hit Control Enter, you'll see down here in the console, we printed hello world. And it's still up here like this. We don't have to type it in again. I can hit Control Enter as many times as I want here up here, and it's just going to keep printing hello world, right? And I can also have 2 plus 2 on the next line down, Control Enter on that one, and it just runs that. This will be really helpful when you kind of have longer scripts and you need to try things out and you need to iterate. I don't want to write out 100 lines of code every time I'm trying to iterate a change. You have a script for that so you don't actually have to go back and write everything out every time you're trying to make a change. Let me get rid of the camera here for 1 second. Down here in the bottom right side is just our file explorer, and this is where your plots are going to appear. There's also a help menu and things like that, but don't worry about it too much. Think of this as just kind of like your directory. And in the top right, we have our environment, and this is where we're going to be able to save objects, and they'll show up in that top right. So for example, if I just say that x is equal to 3, and I hit Control Enter to run that one line, you'll see over here in our environment that we have the object x, and it has a value of 3. Now, what if I say that y is equal to, I don't know, 6? Control Enter, that appears over here as well. Now let's create a new variable that is z, and that will be equal to x plus y. So we've already established that x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 6, and we can see those in our environment over here. So really all this is doing is 3 plus 6. So z should be equal to 9, and it should save to our environment. So let's see if that happens. I'm going to hit Control Enter, And there it is, z is equal to 9. I can also just type out x here and hit Control Enter, and that's going to print the value of x to the console. So x has the value of 3. There it is. So this is just like the bare minimum basic scratching the surface of how we can use R, but you should now have it installed and be able to run some code. If you're having any difficulties with this or getting it set up, please leave a comment below. I will try my best to help you out. And in the next episode of this series, we're going to look more into data frames, how we can manipulate data, and really start figuring out how we can do some data analytics. If you are a complete beginner, please take your time with this. I know coding can be a little bit overwhelming at first, but if you stick with it, it really becomes second nature, and things kind of just become easier over time. And once you learn one coding language, for example, I know R very well now, which makes learning something like Python or JavaScript so much easier. Once you know how to code in one language, it really opens up a lot of doors. A lot of coding languages are pretty similar. The syntax is just different. So like how you do each command is a bit different, but really they're pretty similar across the board. So make sure you subscribe, and I'll try to get episode 2 in this series out in about a week, if not sooner. So yeah, that's it. And I'll see you guys next time.